What's the difference between an NVMe SSD and then a SATA SSD? Now let's check that out in the video, guys. Now in my recent video, I compared a SATA SSD and then a SATA HDD together, and then a SATA SSD is 10 times faster than a SATA HDD. Now we actually compared the boot time, the file transfer speed, and also the application launch time. So these are the things that we actually compared between these two storage drives here. Today we are comparing this SATA SSD and then an NVMe SSD together. So let's actually check the differences between these two SSD. All right. So with that being said, guys, let's get started in the video, guys. Before we jump into the differences between NVMe and SATA SSD, let's briefly talk about what an SSD. SSD stands for solid state drive. It's a modern storage device that uses flash memory to store data. Now, unlike the traditional HDDs, SSD have no moving parts, making them more faster, more reliable, and more energy efficient. SATA SSD stand for Serial 88 Solid State Drive. They are the predecessor of NVMe SSD. Now they connect to the computer motherboard using the SATA interface, just like the traditional hard disk drive. Now this drive offer a significant improvement over the HDDs in terms of the speed and also the responsiveness, but they also have some limitations as well. Now, when talking about the NVMe is a protocol designed explicitly for SSD, and it uses the PCIe interface. Now, this connection directly communicates with the system motherboard PCIe lanes, providing lightning fast data transfer rates. One of the most significant difference between NVMe and SATA SSD lies in their speed. SATA SSD typically have read and write speed in the range of 500 to 600 MB per second, while the NVMe SSD can achieve speed of a 2000 MB per second or more. Now, this speed advantage translates into significantly faster boot times, application launch time, and data transfers. Another area where this SSD differs is in their form factor. SATA SSD generally come in the 2.5-inch form factor, similar to the traditional HDDs. Now, this makes them compatible with the most laptop and desktop design to accommodate a standard HDD, the hard disk drive. While NVMe, on the other hand, often come in the M.2 form factor. M.2 SSD are much smaller and it looks more like a RAM stick. Now, they attach directly to the computer motherboard, freeing up space on your system and eliminating the need for additional power and data cables. Now, when it comes to compatibility, SATA SSD have the upper hand. Almost all the modern computers and the laptops support SATA connections, making them an easy upgrade option for older systems. On the other hand, NVMe SSD, while becoming the more popular, may require a more compatible motherboard and a BIOS support for it to be functionable. Now, let's talk about the pricing. SATA SSD are generally budget friendly when compared to the NVMe SSD, but if you are in a tight budget or need a large capacity storage solution, SATA SSD can be an excellent choice for you.
Now, when choosing between NVMe and SSD, consider your specific use case. Now, if you're a gamer or a content creator dealing with large files and heavy workload, NVMe SSD will significantly enhance your productivity and your gaming experience. Now, on the other hand, if you're an average user browsing the web, watching videos and doing office work, a SATA SSD will provide a substantial speed boost when compared to a traditional HDDs. Both NVMe and SATA SSD are impressive storage solutions that outperform the traditional HDDs by miles. NVMe SSD offers best performance with ultra-fast data transfer rates, while the SATA SSD are more budget-friendly and compatible with a broader range of systems.
Alright guys, so that is it for this comparison. If you find this video interesting, I would like you to give the video a thumbs up, drop that a comment in the comment section, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if today is actually your first time here of coming across our YouTube channel. And don't forget to turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any of our future tech support video here on the channel. Alright, so with that being said, see you guys in the very next one. Bye for now.